It's time for the Giz Wiz with man's maddest writer, Dick Bartolo. This is episode 1958, recorded Friday, October 20th, 2023. An Itch to Etch. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, Diggity has 3 gadgets from Pepcom's Holiday Spectacular. I have another glow-in-the-dark gadget, plus we have a warehouse of an interesting gadget. All next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the same old show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now, and here he is, the birthday boy, Dick Bartolo. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing good, sir. And you?
Doing great. Yesterday was your birthday, so I had to...
Yeah, so I didn't have to have a party because there was Pepcom. And Dennis said, this is like a party because people keep coming over and saying happy birthday to you.
Oh, that's great. Oh, that's
yeah, it was great.
And I assume open bar, you know, as you could...
Yes.
Drinks
absolutely.
on me for my birthday.
Yes,
hey.
Food on me, yeah. I just...
It's a great way to celebrate. That's awesome.
No,
and also,
absolutely.
I mean, honestly, for you, a gadget show, getting to see all your gadget friends, and getting...
No.
Yeah, absolutely.
It could not have been better. It was great. It was great.
That's great.
Yeah. And
so how's
also,
the good 40 years old treating you? You know, I know that you're just you just got into that new...
I'll admit to past 65. That's as far as I'll go.
Is that the? I think that's the. You can get the discount at any place.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's the discount cutoff for sure. Some
Except
is 55, but 65.
Why the IRS does not have a senior discount is beyond me.
True. You know what? I'd be on board for that. It's like it's like a type of you know, instead of Social Security, you just get a discount on the IRS.
Yeah,
you know, you don't have to pay them quite as much. I agree. That's nice.
I think that's great. And also, I went to see the Taylor Swift movie.
Oh, no way. You are joking me. You actually saw it?
Yeah, all 3 hours.
Yeah, I was about to say, all 3 hours of it.
Well, I'm 3 hours.
So curious. What'd you think?
Well, I thought it was amazing. I had to do a lot of research because I'm thinking, how could they put this on?
Yeah.
Because they must have a switcher bigger than the thing you have on your desk.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, things keep moving and she's up and down and stages are. And then the entire stage turns into a guitar and then there are fireworks. So this is what I learned. Set up, depending on how big the stadium is 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Depending on how big the stadium is, there will be 60 to 90 trailer trucks with the equipment. It was just amazing.
Yeah.
It was absolutely amazing.
From what I think I understand of it, and this is a cobbled together mess of things from other tours and her tour, but I believe that the stage pieces and the truss pieces, there's 2 of them. So they will move, and that takes the longest to set up, is the truss system and the stage system and the screens and stuff like that. And then certain pieces, they only have like 1 of. So that travels from city to city, and there's only like a week break. From what I understand, they have. Anyway, yeah.
And cities love having her come there because the tour brings in $50 to $70 million to the city with people coming early and booking hotels and filling the restaurants. I mean, it's an astounding thing.
It really is. I mean, it really is. I don't know how else to describe it other than there's unlimited demand for this tour. She can't sell. There isn't venues large enough to handle how many people want to watch the tour. I think it was a Business Insider article that I read saying it cost on average like $600 for one person to go see it in tour. And what's the crazy part is when they poll them after and they ask, do you want to spend that $600? If you could see it again, would you? And they say yes. Everyone says yes. I would love to see this concert another time. And that's just insane to me. Insane.
It's insane because most people, I mean, I believe for the movie version, there were 70,000 people in the audience. And I mean,
yeah. By the way, that's every night. Shots. That wasn't like, the one sold out night they recorded the movie.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. I mean, get it. But here's another way to put it in perspective. There are people that love the concert so much that they would just stand outside of the concert venue. And one of the reasons they would do that is A, because they could hear the concert going on, but B, they couldn't buy tickets. Even the worst possible tickets behind the stage where you couldn't see Taylor for a second could have easily been sold if they sold them. And been honest, hey, these are the absolute worst seats, but hey, you'll be in the concert venue at least. They could have sold those. They didn't. But they could have. And I think that's why the movie is a brilliant move, because
absolutely.
People can't go see the concert. There's not enough of them. They can't run them long enough. They can't fit enough people in the stadiums. So make the movie so that
and
normal
also
people,
like that it was just $20. I thought that was probably going to be $50 or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Did you get the bucket? Did you get the popcorn bucket or the cup or?
No, but I got asked I bought the ticket online. I must have had to go through 30 things before I could get my ticket. You sure? Do you want to be part of the something and not stand on the line? Do you want the popcorn Coke package?
Do you want it delivered to your seat? Do you want
it? Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
It was great fun. It was great fun.
So for 3 hours, what'd you think?
Yes. And I went to like the 8:30 show. That was not a ton of people because people didn't want to get out at midnight.
Yeah.
On a Sunday. I went on a Sunday night too. So.
Yeah.
But there were girls there waving and singing and.
Did anyone leave their seats and start chanting and running around?
No, that they didn't.
I've seen that online.
They probably would have.
I went twice to be transparent.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Neither time did that happen. But I have seen videos online of people getting up and doing crazy stuff during the concert.
It's certainly more equipment than we use on the Giz Wiz.
Oh my gosh, yes, yeah. And just for anyone, to give some context for some people, the movie is just the concert recorded. I think that there's 2 or maybe 3 songs in the concert that aren't in the movie. But other than that, it's just a version of the concert. You can watch the Reputation concert, I think, on Netflix. And so you can kind of get a good idea. It's just a concert movie. And yeah, I mean, it is, you don't go 3 seconds without a cut.
Oh, no.
And they're all different, and they're all moving and flying around and all sorts of stuff. I mean, it's just,
and I read that it is 2,500 to 3,500 people involved in working on the show, again, depending on the venue.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
It's an amazing thing.
So they recorded it over 3 days. It's interesting because when you enter the venue, you get a wristband and it lights up for the concert. For the movie, they gave them upgraded wristbands. They had higher quality, more light emitting wristbands. And so they gave them to them 3 times to do that. And then also, the costumes can change between the concerts. So there was a long time, there was almost like a bingo of what is the costume going to be. So when she comes out, she's in like a skin tight, bejeweled thing. That could either be pink, or it could be light blue, or it could be a mix of the two. So the costume is different. And so people actually were like, oh no, and now I know what costume I'm going to get because I'm on night 3 of the filming. They're not going to change the costume between the nights because they want it to be consistent for the movie filming. And so, it was always the yellow folklore dress, and it's always the noodle dress for, anyway. So that's also kind of a fun.
Do you think they got the bracelets back when the people went home?
No.
Because
it's a big.
There was a thing where it seemed to be bubbles coming up from everywhere. And I thought, maybe the bubbles are coming up on the wristbands. And with the 70,000 people, it looks like the whole stadium has bubbles, or it could have been bubbles. I don't know, but they did make a lot of use of the changing colors of the wristbands. It was very clever.
Yeah,
very clever.
Those things are insane because they use, of all things, IR light. The way that they are controlled is the same thing as you use a TV remote. Is they shoot IR light at the audience, and the little things can see it, and that's how they know what color, what pattern, how to fade, they can send instructions like fade this way over 15 seconds. They'll send those out with IR light, and that's how you get. It's hard to tell in the movie actually because they're so like zoomed in on Taylor the whole time. But if it zooms out, there's patterns, there's hearts, there's different scenes going on with the wristbands, and they can do all that with like very formed beams of IR light to get cool patterns and like almost like gobos. They use like, send stars sort of going through, and you're like, how on earth do these wristbands know how to communicate with the wristbands next to them? And it's because they're shooting IR light at them and giving each wristband instructions on what to do during the concert. I find that so fascinating. That's
amazing. Yeah. People in neighboring towns are going, why is my TV changing channels every 30 seconds?
Why the TV keeps muting? I don't know how to unmute it. Yeah. That is so cool.
Anyway, should we get back to the world?
Yes, let's get back into the Gadget universe and leave the Swifties.
Pepcom is a lot of fun, and I found 6 things. We'll do 3 tonight, and here's number 1.
All right, so we're here at SawStop, and to tell you the truth, I was a little afraid they were going to do a demo because there's no way to do a demo, right?
No, we can't do a demo right here.
So here's the deal. At Pepcom, you can't have music, and they don't want the saw running because it's on the loud side, and we're in a small environment. But basically, tell us what it is. I know what it is, but...
So this is SawStop.
Oh, this is good. We have a demo here?
Yeah.
That's all we need.
It's a compact table saw that stops on contact with skin, so it won't chop off your fingers. And an accident happens once every 9 minutes in North America. And so through our patented safety technology, this really keeps woodworkers safe. And so we've been around for 20 years. The technology has saved thousands of fingers, but this is the first time we've had it in a lightweight and portable saw.
Sort of for the...
So this is how it works here.
Oh, okay, great.
So what happens is that there's an electrical signal that goes through the blade, and when that blade comes in contact with something that's conductive, like the human body, it interrupts that signal, and that's what tells it to trigger.
And how fast is it?
Less than 5 milliseconds. So 10 times faster than an airbag.
10 times faster than?
An airbag.
Wow. And what does that retail for?
$8.99.
$8.99. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, every time you trip it, which hopefully is never.
Yes. Hopefully.
You have to replace.
The blade and the brake, definitely the brake. If the blade's not damaged, sometimes in certain situations it won't be damaged and you won't have to replace it.
Oh, I see. It damaged because it stopped so instantly.
Yes. So the impact, it's this brake cartridge right here, which is what actually stops the spinning blade.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's fascinating.
It's sort of the brains behind the operation.
Yeah. Okay, and this particular model just came out? Or?
Yeah, It's just released late last year.
Okay.
And it's the first time, we've been around for 20 years, but we've usually made more industrial type models. And so this is the first time we've had something that's
here we go.
lightweight and portable and really, it's more accessible to a homeowner or a contractor or somebody that needs to move a saw around.
I thought they were serving franks, but that part's not happening.
That's so funny. I know of SawStop. My father is...
you do?
Yes. My father is
gosh.
or was, before he retired, a woodshop teacher. It was one of the things he did. And he did have a saw accident. He's fine. Everything is fine. But his school bought a SawStop after that happened. And I don't know of anyone that it's been, SawStop has been used around, but I definitely know of SawStop. From what I remember, they kind of used to do a lot more retrofitting onto already existing saws.
That would be good.
Yes, and so I think that is a product that they also do, although on their Amazon page I'm not really seeing that around. But that's another option to research. But these all-in-one sort of, pre-built assemblies are great because you don't worry that you installed it wrong. You don't worry about any of that stuff. It'll just work. So yeah, and I've seen that demo where they take the hot dog.
I know.
And they put it towards the saw.
When I first saw it, I thought, they're not going to have a guy there.
Take their finger. The thing is, it does have to come in contact with something that is capacitive. So you will get cut. It will still cut you as it makes contact the first time, but it'll just be a very superficial cut versus your entire finger, gone.
Yes, I saw it on the Frankfurt. There's a little mark on the Frank when in that demo, and I thought, well, you're going to probably get a little cut, but boy, you're going to have, you're
going to be thankful. You're going to be thankful that it's that little cut and not a big cut or gone. I would not put my finger in it. I trust that it works, but also I wouldn't put my finger in it because it's like shooting a gun into the blade so that it stops it as fast as possible.
I just realized when she said you may have to replace the blade, and then when you see the demo, you realize that metal comes up and just that blade is spinning.
Yes. Yeah.
And it just goes up and hits that blade and stops it.
Yeah, the blade is moving thousands of revolutions a second, and it just it buries itself in the device, and it stops the blade. I mean, it does what it says. But yeah, it is. It's spooky. It's spooky how powerful and useful it is. I didn't realize that it was so easy to get a replacement because I had heard of, oh my gosh, if you activate it, if it goes off, it's $100. I've heard of that before, but I didn't realize that it was it's kind of so easy to buy that VGA.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's like you open the cartridge, and also in one of those videos, it seemed to be there's a bypass button. So I guess if your cousin wants to borrow it, you figure he's not gonna make me spend $100. Let him lose a finger. That'll teach him to borrow my.
It's for that time that you really have to cut those 2x4 Frankfurters, when you have to saw through hot dogs, they have a bypass option so that you can
exactly. Yeah, for the big sausages, you're gonna need the bypass.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's good. That's interesting that your father had an experience with this thing.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
And he wishes he has all of his fingers, but he still wishes that he had a SawStop. It would have. And he's fine. I'll say that again. Yeah. But yeah, the SawStop is fantastic. It's great. So yeah.
Excellent. Okay, another gadget. This I wish I could use this, but in New York City you couldn't. But here it is.
We're here at LockBox, okay? Not the salmon, 2 X's in it. And I like this idea, and we're going to find out what is LockBox rod. Okay.
So LockBox is essentially a parcel protection solution that prevents porch piracy and prevents folks from stealing your packages.
Oh, this is good. And what do we do with it?
Well, so there's a couple things we do. Number one, you can place it at your doorstep. You can place it curbside because it uses LTE as a backbone from a network perspective. You can anchor it. And what you're able to do is you're able to essentially receive all your packages here. There's 2 ways to do it. One way is that you can set some unique codes, up to 25 unique codes, as a matter of fact. So if you said, look, I want to set a code for Amazon, a code for UPS, code for FedEx, you can certainly do that. The really cool thing about the technology stack, though, is we use tracking numbers to create unique one-time codes. So what you're able to do is essentially take any tracking number, you share it into the companion app. We take the last 4 digits and we tell the box what's an acceptable code to use. Once it's used, it's active for about a minute, and then it goes away.
So the person coming to your home scans the...
They basically will look at the number. So let's say it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The box opens.
Okay, and they put the package in there.
They put the package in here. You can see also, it's probably hard to see, but there are anchoring points in here.
I know you'd have to have this bolted down.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
you have to bolt it down for sure. So the anchors themselves are made for concrete, hard surfaces, etc. If you were to put it up by a gate, in the grass, etc., there's also a separate kit that we offer that basically has about 18-inch spikes to go in and keep people from being able to steal out of the yard, etc. So we have both of that.
Okay.
But the great news is, it's got some really cool features that most people haven't thought about. We have a temperature sensor on the inside of the box. We can tell you the temperature. So if you've got groceries coming, you've got fresh produce, etc., and you designate it, we'll send you an update every 15 minutes if you want. The temperature in your box is 59 degrees. It's now 65 degrees. Maybe you need to have a neighbor come over and get milk out, or what have you. You have the ability to see that in the app and all that.
Now, does it send your phone a notice that something from Amazon came, or something from...
Yes, so the companion app itself, I'll show you mine. Essentially, what it does is it allows you to tell you what the deliveries are. So this was from several months ago. But basically, it tells you what you've got, time of day, etc. And you can even schedule a pickup. So that's kind of the overall history. Today, you can see my wife accessed it at 5:03. We had been on vacation for a while, so the last access code I had was right before we left in October. But the great news is, you know that in real time. So often we will give you the update before FedEx or UPS or Amazon tells you the package has been delivered. But it gives you that peace of mind that that delivery is in that box safe and sound.
Okay, and now when it opens, there could be a package from the previous delivery.
There could be, correct.
Could be. Okay.
Well, what
we assume that the person delivering the box is not going to take the box that's down there.
Because we track every action in the box, we know what code was used at what timestamp. So let's say that you got a delivery and you came in and you got another delivery behind it, and you go, well, what happened to my first package? You can use the app to see when the box was first opened, who opened it second, what codes was used, etc. So we can track down and know who's responsible for taking that package.
Okay. And so there are 2 sizes?
Yes. So this one is about 8 cubic feet. It's about 70 pounds in weight. This one's about 5 cubic feet and weighs roughly 50 pounds, etc. So this is our best seller. So we probably sell these 4 to 1 over these. We have over 4,000 units in the market. We've safely received over 450,000 packages. So this is well beyond beta phase. It's been in the market. Again, we're in all 50 states.
And what does this retail for?
This bundle retails for $449.
$449?
$449. This bundle is $399.
Okay.
So
let's take a look inside.
Yeah, absolutely. So the cool thing
Oh
about...
my God, 3 of my Amazon packages are in there.
It's all battery powered.
Okay.
What we wanted to do is we didn't want to have to worry about having an extension cord. We didn't want to have to worry about, creating a specific power source. We believe the future of delivery is going to be automated at some point.
Right.
I don't necessarily think it's going to be drones. My view, it's probably autonomous vehicles. So the great news about this being LTE enabled is I can move it right next to the curb.
Okay. Okay, this is great. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dave.
Okay.
That is pretty cool. I think I like it. I think I like it.
Yeah, I like the fact that you can just use the last 4 digits of the tracking number
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
open the box. I assume
Yeah.
they're going to have instructions on the box.
Yeah. I could also see, once you set up, okay, the Amazon code is this, you just always stick it in the delivery instructions. And typically those will, it'll autofill between orders. It's just my delivery instructions are always the gate code to the apartment is this, and the box code is this, that sort of thing. And then, and then you'd be able to tell, oh, the Amazon code was used. I got an Amazon package. Interesting. I think it's very cool that they went for a solar-powered, battery-powered, standalone LTE connected box, because that really does mean you drop it, you bolt it down, and you're done. Where if it didn't go for that, you'd need to drop it, get the electrician out, get the Cat 5 cable to snake over to it. You know what I mean? Get it set up on the Wi-Fi. Hopefully it's not far enough away from the Wi-Fi port. I can see why they did that.
Absolutely.
Pretty cool. I think it's
also something that I didn't realize is there is a subscription fee of $1.99 a month.
I guess that makes sense with the LTE connection.
Yeah, actually, it's 2 different fees: $1.99 for the Wi-Fi enabled box, $3.99 for the LTE box. But they take care of the building with the phone company, so you pay the $3.99 and. It just says we have deals with every phone company, and we take care of whatever your fee will be for the $3.99 you pay.
Yeah, they really did price this in such a way that you're already in for $400. It makes sense why you'd say, I'll spend an extra $50 and double the capacity.
Oh, absolutely. I like the red anyway.
Yeah. I could definitely see how this could be annoying for the deliverer, but also very nice for you. You just need to set up a few water bottles and maybe some chips inside the box, so when they open it, you can say, thank you.
Oh, that's very good.
And those won't get stolen because they're in the box. So there you go. You treat your delivery driver, and then
and then after a while you'll find all kinds of boxes in there because the delivery people want the chips, and they figured, hey, here's some extra boxes.
Ah, man, that house around the corner, I know that if I put anything in that box, I'll get some water and chips out of
I
there.
am so thirsty. Yeah.
I also assume that if you get the laziest delivery driver, they'll just set it on top of the box. And then you're back to normal. There's no, it's like,
no, here in the city, I saw an Amazon guy do it. Walked down the block, took the box, put it in front of the person's door where anybody walking didn't bother ringing a bell.
Right. And
I said, you're just leaving that there without ringing a bell? Have a good day, he said to me as he waved and walked on.
Yeah. Yep. It all depends on who you get.
No, really absolutely. Is. It really absolutely. Is. Absolutely.
Yeah. And by the way, I've seen quite a lot of, movement in this space. Amazon for a while had a product in a almost like a back end where you could buy a product that would open up your garage via Wi-Fi. So you could
that's right.
And then you could hook it up. Yeah, so they'll drop off your package within the garage and then shut your garage door. And that was all built into Amazon, which is kind of cool. Like once you set up the instructions within Amazon, it would just work. And then Scooter X is showing, this Eufy product, which is
in it. Oh my gosh!
Which this is Eufy is another name for Anchor.
Anchor, exactly.
And so you can see there's another type of option. See,
Okay.
this might need to be plugged in though. I wonder how that works. Anyway, just letting you know.
There are
that-
things.
Yeah,
around.
there's other options around. By the way, for 2 days you get $220 off. So that ends up that it's only $220 for.
No, it's 3. Oh, okay.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going on.
Oh,
So
okay. Wow.
you can get some money off, $220 off. What
Boy,
is the math
that's,
there? 400.
Um,
So it'd be $180.
$180.
Yeah, that's pretty good deal. Pretty good deal.
Wow.
So yeah, that's awesome. That's great.
Perfect. And then a new gadget from a company we've talked about before, and here it is.
We're here at GlowForge. Now, we covered their original machine like, I don't know, 8 or 10 years ago, but we're back because they have new stuff. Take a look at this. I made this in 9 seconds. No.
I was like, wow, you did?
No, actually, we're making something right now. So, well, you tell us exactly what
Yeah.
we're doing.
So this is the GlowForge Aura. It's our new craft laser. And what we're doing is engraving your logo onto a little keychain. Is it wood? Is that what we went with? A leather keychain.
A leather keychain.
Yeah,
Okay.
so GlowForge can work on wood, acrylic, leather, fabric, cardboard, paper. The list goes
Oh my
on.
God, you got
Slate.
as little as thin as paper?
Yes, that's what's the most amazing is that the settings are so adjustable. It can work with such delicate materials as paper and even something like slate it can engrave on. So it's just huge variety. Our button is glowing. We've got a 4-minute print set up. So you want to press that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Amazing. And so it will begin.
Okay.
So this is a diode laser. It's different from our Pro series, which is a CO2 laser, but this was made with crafters in mind. So this is really like the ultimate crafting tool for the holiday season or really for any type of year. If you are used to using like a blade cutter or, you know, a vinyl cutter, this will just really help you level up what you can do with your crafting. Like, you know, you used to just work with vinyl or paper. Now you can work with wood and acrylic and all these different things and make 3D items and also the engrave capability.
Now, is this aimed at small businesses or the crafts person?
This
just at
one
home?
is, yeah, this one is intended for the craft person at home. Yeah, and so this is actually available at Joann, Michaels.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So we just launched it in July. It's brand new. And yeah, we made it with the crafter in mind. Our Pro version, that's made for more with the small business in mind. Yeah.
Okay. And what's the retail on this guy?
This is $11.99.
$11.99.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're actually making a keychain with my logo on it. But because we wanted to do it in a hurry, we just lifted the logo off my business card. So it's not going to be as perfect as you would do if we made a digital
Yeah, if
image.
we had a high quality image. But
Yeah. Well,
it is a cool.
if they had a high quality person here, they could do it. That basically is what they're telling me. So this is great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and all of this things on the table were made.
Yes. Everything on the table isn't incredible. Another really cool thing is you could actually take photos. So if you have wedding photos, school photos, family photos, this is wood that has been engraved by the GlowForge. And then we just pop it in this frame, also made on the GlowForge.
Oh my gosh! And you said that's made out of rubber?
Yeah.
The mailbox?
No, not the mailbox. Sorry. Right next to the mailbox, that's a stamp that says Happy Holidays.
Oh,
If you turn that over, there's rubber on the back side.
Okay,
Can you
hang
reach
on,
over
hang
to
on.
it? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
see?
wow.
So that was actually
Oh.
made. I know. Isn't that amazing?
So you can make your own rubber. Wow, a
Yeah.
complicated rubber stamp like
Yeah.
that is amazing. That is amazing. Now, is there anything to see here yet?
Oh yeah, it's showing up. Oh yeah, look at that big upside down smile happening. Can you see it? Another really cool thing, which is kind of similar to what we're doing now, is if you have handwriting. So say you have a family recipe or you have a child's drawing or something precious like that, you could put this in the bed of the GlowForge. There's a camera right here and it basically scans it and digitizes it, and then you can engrave it onto things. So we've got this keepsake cutting board. Yeah, so
That,
that's one of my favorite features.
that is great.
Yeah.
That is just great.
Thanks.
We're gonna wait a minute and
Yeah, we've got 50 seconds left, and then we'll
50
be able to take
seconds.
it
Oh
out.
my gosh!
It actually worked really well, considering that we just did a screenshot. And
No, I just walked up to
yeah,
the
it
booth
turned out well.
and I said, while we're talking, can we make something? And they said, would you like a leather keychain?
Yeah.
And as I said, they just lifted the image off my business card, and we're making it. And then I'm going to be selling it. They're going to make 100 of them, and I'll be selling them on the street right after the
Exactly. Yeah, you got there. It's a good promo item. You're smart. I like
show.
it.
Oh wow!
Looks just like you.
Now is it going to be hot?
No,
No.
it won't be. You can take it out. It's cool to the touch. Do we have tape? Yes, there should be some on the. To get a little bit more of that char off, we can use like a little wipe on it, you know? But
Okay.
yeah, look at this cute
Oh,
result.
that's great. That's great. Now,
Yeah.
can you do colors or is it all?
No,
it's
not
just
no
black?
colors. Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
black. Okay. This is super.
Yeah.
Very impressed. GlowForge, and the model number is again?
This is the GlowForge Aura.
Aura.
Mm-hmm.
A-U-R-A.
Yep, exactly.
Wow, I can even spell.
Yeah.
That is so cool. I remember when the GlowForge came out, and I was like, how am I not gonna buy this? Because I was like ready. I was ready to pick one up because I was just so intrigued by them. I never did get one. I could never justify how much it cost. But look at the lineup. This is great. This is so it's in a weird category because the biggest competitor to this is probably what she's talking about with the vinyl cutters. That's a brand called Cricut. Cricut is the one that kind of has.
Oh, yes.
They've kind of taken over that category. There are other competitors, but Cricut's really the big one. And so instead of using a vinyl cutter that is like an actual blade that's being dragged across vinyl, or you can do paper, you can do a few different things with it. Of course, the GlowForge is using a laser to do similar things. And so that means that laser can still cut through paper or vinyl, but it can also cut into stone, into wood, into metal, and all these other things. Now, the price is definitely higher than a Cricut, a lot higher than a Cricut.
I think a Cricut is like $299 or something.
Yeah, it's in that range, definitely.
Yeah.
Now, does this also handle the fumes? Like, does it have an air processing? There's a way to make sure that it's not creating weird smoke. Air filter extractor dimensions.
Yes.
Here it is.
yes. There was something under the table that I saw. I guess that's what that thing was.
That's awesome. So does it come with that too? Is that included? Wait a second. Personal air filter under my aura. So this is So this is something that was true with the other GlowForge, with the original GlowForge, is that the air handler is a separate unit. If you want to use it indoors, they recommend the filter. If you want to use it in an open air garage, you can, and not have the air filter, is what I remember from the original GlowForge. Not sure if that's any different with the Aurora, but that was something with the GlowForge, because you're just burning the material away. You got to deal with the fumes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I think this is so cool. I'm interested if it does break into more of the craft category, or if it still stays in the small business category, even though they want to move into the craft category. Gosh, $1,200.
Yeah, I know. It's it could be a sewing club.
Yes.
Or
I mean, definitely the perfect place for a GlowForge is like a high school, or
there you go.
Or a maker space, or something like that too. And what's the difference between the Aurora and what's the price difference? Is what I want to know. Let's say the Plus, which is the next step up. It's not the Pro. The Plus is $5,000. So.
And the filter is $1,300.
Yeah. So quite a big difference. So that's what they're thinking, is this is way cheap compared to the next step up, which is the Plus. Oh, yeah, there's the air filter for 400, and you
Yeah,
didn't notice
400.
that before. So yeah, I think it's awesome. I think it's really cool. Probably not gonna end up buying this either.
I know, but good looking, and it's close. Yeah.
And GlowForge has a really good reputation about making a good product. So that's another nice thing that it has going for it, is that, and I think that it also uses that camera to be able to line up where your print is going to be. So I think that it uses that camera to show you.
I remember online saying that the camera can give you a preview of things.
And that's how you'll line up where the laser is actually going to laser.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So there it is online, on Amazon. I think it's really cool. Really, really cool. The GlowForge Aurora.
Roar.
With that, it is time for us to head to...
Oh my gosh, glow-in-the-dark stuff.
But you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it?
Okie dokie, we got another glow-in-the-dark gadget. I recorded a video about this one earlier, so let's jump into that. Okay, so here we are with another glow-in-the-dark gadget, and today we are taking a look at the GlowX Night Markers. So this is just basically another type of glowing sticker, except you should be able to tell there's a lot more heft to these, so I'm hoping that they are really, really glowy. They do give you some Velcro tabs to put onto the back of them. And I can read a little bit of the packaging. 5 glow rounds, 5 glow squares, 28 millimeters in diameter, designed for a range of applications, including light switches, seat belts, door key holes. Okay, so let's go ahead and open it up. Packaging is super duper simple. There's all of the packaging outside of the bag. Here are your Velcro tabs. And then let me pull out one of these. Interesting. The back has like a dimple in it. It's like not 100% flat. Really on any of the sides, I assume, or on any of the sizes is what I meant to say. I'm wondering if the Velcro will sort of fit in there really well. Interesting. So my idea was that I assume at night I'm kind of stumbling through my apartment and I want to find the light switch to turn on the light. Introducing the X-Glow Night Markers. So I could stick this on a light switch, above a light switch, and then that'll make it really, really easy to see when the lights are out. So I'm gonna go ahead and use one of each, one square and one circle. And then I can take the Velcro. Honestly, typically I will like cut these Velcro things, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. So let's just pull off one of them. There we go. And I'll stick it in the circular one first. So we're just gonna take that, put the Velcro inside. Okay. Looks pretty good so far. Okay, now I'm just gonna add it to basically where the little screw is. It doesn't lay flat, I will say. It's not like flush on there. That's a little less satisfying than I would like, but whatever. Let's do the same thing with the square. We'll grab a Velcro piece, stick it inside of the glow marker, and then stick that onto the light switch. Same sort of issue. It leaves a lot of space along the edges. Oh my gosh, it doesn't even hold all that great. That one's lost forever. Okay, let's turn off the lights and see how well they glow. This is on automatic mode, so it's gonna just adjust the brightness there to make it glow as much as it can. I can see in the screen, wow, that is really glowing. Here in person, it, once maybe my eyes need to adjust a bit, actually as my eyes are adjusting, these are glowing more and more and more. I think that this would be a good solution. Honestly though, I'm gonna turn back on the light here. I really dislike the Velcro that they shipped this with. It does not really stick that well. It doesn't stick to the back of the of the gadget very well, and that's kind of the biggest issue that I'm having right now, is that the Velcro is just really, really crummy. So it doesn't matter how great the glow is, I can't get it to stick. So I'd have to go find another solution for the stickiness. But if I figure that out on my own, I do think that it works really well. I like that, I feel like it's so thick that it really charges up quite nicely. So there we go. That is the GlowX Night Markers. There we are. And yeah, my review is the same.
Nice.
These Velcro pads are just really not sticky
Atomic
enough.
tape.
Alien tape. That's what I was. Alien.
Yes.
Or
Alien.
honestly, glue dots. Remember glue dots? I feel like we need some
glue dots were great.
Glue dots. That's a real throwback. That's like a 7-year-old throwback at this point. But yeah, so, and they have some good examples of where you could use these, like a seat belt holder, obviously the light switch. You could put them on the corners of walls that you're constantly bumping into, above places that you'd use a key. So there's a lot of spaces that you can use. And I gotta say, the best part of it is that I think that the plastic is very glowy. I could tell pretty quickly that the actual glow option of this is perfect. Not too expensive. The cost for, I guess you get 10 total, so 5 round and 5 of the square. That is $15. $15 for both of those. They got okay reviews, 3.4. That's not like stellar reviews. So there you go. That's this isn't my last week, is it? No, I got one more week of glowing gadgets. Oh, I remember what I ordered now. So looking forward to that. These are pretty good. I feel like they were okay. They did kind of what they said. The Velcro, little less desirable, but all in all, the GlowX night markers worked.
You know, do you have the brightness on the monitor turned way down? I am so dim here.
I don't. I just noticed that too. It looks quite dim. I can.
That's okay.
I can work on that for sure.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. Okay. No, only because I turned everything on here and I thought, wait a minute, it's not getting much brighter. I need those glow things. Maybe that's it.
There you go. You need the glow dots.
Picture brightness. There you are.
There we go. I think if I go too bright, you start. Okay. Oh, no, that's good. Brighter. There we go. Okay.
Perfect.
There we go. Awesome. Now you're brighter. Okay, with that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy. Together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Great Patreon members and contributors. We have another video from Jeff and his son, Adam.
Here we are.
Hey, Dickie D and Chad, it's Jeff and Adam with a Gadget Warehouse video that we picked up from our local library.
Oh.
In this case, it's called the Ozbot 2, I believe. And it comes with 2 robots. You'll meet the other one in a minute. Some markers, a charger, and a nice little carrying case. This is the robot, and this is its home. As you can see, Adam is drawing, and what happens is the robot basically follows the path that he draws.
You gotta draw faster.
Many different colors.
It's catching up.
And it's part of STEM, which is great, and Adam's really enjoying himself, as you can see. And now let's see what happens if it decides which way to go. Yes.
Oh!
And as you can see, it'll be running continuously on the circle. He's trying to confuse it a little bit.
Oh, how cool.
Oh,
that's great.
And it's great. And going back to the original thing, this is how you get started. This is where it lives until it recycles itself on the black circle. And then you're off and running to the races. As you can see, it's a lot of fun. And it can really teach kids about robots. Like I said, you charge it. It lasts about 4 to 5 hours on a full charge. And as you can see in the case, it comes with an extra one as well, so you can maybe race each other. We had a lot of fun learning about this and playing with it, and maybe we're gonna purchase it. Not from the library, but possibly Amazon. I'm gonna look it up shortly. All right, have a great day. Love your show. Take care.
That is so cool. How do you know which way it's gonna turn, left or right? I'm so curious. That is so cool. And also, I feel like we need to bring awareness to more libraries, how they have really cool stuff.
Who knew you could borrow toys?
I know. I was looking at the library system around here, and you can, get this, you can rent from the library the internet. They will give you a Wi-Fi puck that has access to the internet if you want it. And they'll rent, it's just like renting a book from the library. I think that is so cool.
So you mean if you don't have Wi-Fi in your apartment, you can use the...
If you don't pay for internet and you need some internet, go to the library and pick up a puck. Literally. They also have, I think they have ways to play audiobooks. So they have like little MP3 players. It's great. It's fantastic. Libraries are amazing.
Yeah. So he said that he couldn't find the Ozbot.
Oh, you're right.
But this did something similar.
Oh, interesting.
And I believe the Ozbot was $50. It was expensive.
Oh, the Ozbot. Interesting. I feel like I want to know now. Where? Here it is. That is so interesting. Here's the their website, but I'm wondering if this is it's interesting, granting and funding info. And then it doesn't look like I can just buy one. I'm not seeing a buy
I wonder
now.
if they went out of business and they're coming back.
Huh. Interesting. Or I'm wondering if it's like we only work with schools and libraries.
Oh, maybe.
Interesting. How do you buy one? How it works. 2 ways
and
to
how come
code,
School Direct
color
hasn't
code.
found it for
Blocking.
$4? Yeah.
And this is like a coding language with an iPad.
And you can tell it to do things.
Yeah. So like if I'm looking close right here, right? Set light color to yellow for 1 second. Repeat 2 times. Do a spin to the left, and then a disco. That's pretty cool. So you can set up, if you come to the green line, do this. If you do that, classroom kits. See, I think that this is
oh yeah.
I think this is a business to business strategy. Is what I'm thinking is going on here. Honestly, the reason you need to go to the library, check it out, get one.
Yeah, who knew?
That is so cool. The Ozbot.
Oh, maybe the library will take my packages. I have to ask them.
Listen, what other library things could we get out of there? Let's just get a few Chromebooks, some iPads. That's great. That is so cool. Thanks so much, Jeff and Adam, for sending that over.
That's great. So if you want to join us with a video, anything to do with a gadget you borrowed, a gadget your neighbor has. We especially love it. Old tech gadgets, your first computer. You probably didn't throw it away because you weren't so impressed with it at the time. I think I have my Atari 800 in the warehouse somewhere. Just make a little video, 1 to 3 minutes, horizontal format, and make sure we can see the gadget and hear your voice. You can be in it if you want. And put it, go over to YouTube and upload it to them. And there's a little drop-down menu. You can click unlisted, and that way only people with the URL will be able to watch your video and send that to us. mail@gizwiz.tv. And if we use it, we're using 99% of all our videos. You'll get the current issue of Mad Magazine autographed to you. If you live in the U.S. or Canada, elsewhere in the world, I'll send you a high-res image of Alfred E. Newman autographed to you that you can print out at your end. Mail@gizwiz.tv.
Okay, breaking news, breaking news. You can
Yes.
buy it. It is, this is honestly a breakdown in user interface design, but on their website, and Chumley sent a link, but you can get there by clicking this hands-on learning shop now button. Boop. And then when you're here, this is a specific product. You can go back to the beginning of the shop by clicking over here. Boop. And drum roll, please. There it is, the starter kit. $175. Yep. That is what they were playing with. This is the same box, the markers.
It is.
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, and
So-
you get 2 Ozbots. Okay.
Yeah, that is the starter kit. So shop.ozbot.com is how we got here. It looks like they have like, is this like some type of, a base kit, special moves, speed. You can get these crawlers. Oh, those are interesting. Classroom kits. Wow! $3,000. You get 18 bots. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You get some solar systems. Yeah, so not inexpensive at all.
Not at all.
But you can get it yourself if you want. Shop.ozbot.com. Thanks so much for sending that over, Jeff and Adam, once again. With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
Our letter of the week is from Captain J. It's a thank you letter. I'm writing on behalf of Marjorie, my mom. She wanted to say she received her Mad magazine and loves it. I also, since we know Captain J, I also sent her an Alfred E. Newman picture. And you'll also see, he says, my cage is gone. The cage was.
Is that that's we saw the video of the hurricane coming
Oh,
through.
yes.
So
right. But what did the cage cover? I guess he had a boat
a
at
pool,
one time?
or typically they're a pool.
A pool, okay.
Yeah, and it would have gone in like right about there.
He said, you can see my cage is gone. They were tearing it down the day that we shot this. I live in a town called Englewood, a 3-hour drive south of Orlando. It's a whole different world. Lights out at 8 p.m. It's God's waiting room.
That is a very funny way to say a retirement community.
Yes, exactly. God's waiting room. Thanks again. Look forward to another video from Marjorie real soon.
That is fantastic.
That's great.
That brings me so much joy. That is great.
Captain J, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for that. Marjorie, looking awesome. Looking great with that Man magazine. I love it. Okie dokie.
Hey, don't forget, it's Halloween coming up. We're going to have a virtual Halloween meetup, and we'd love your photos or videos if you decorate your house or your neighbors. Anything scary, we'd love photos, videos if you're putting on a costume. Anything to do with Halloween, a bad Halloween joke. It's going to be Halloween night at our normal time, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 East. And, we'll do something spooky here in the studio. So we hope you can join us and be part of it. Halloween night.
Perfect. And they can, email the show, mail@gizwiz.tv. Gotta say thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/GizWiz. Thank y'all so much for y'all's support of our show. We appreciate it so much. We really, really do. Thank you so much. So if you like the Giz Wiz, please consider giving back. Patreon.com/GizWiz is one of the places that you can support the show. You can also head on over to our website, gizwiz.tv, click on the Patreon tab, and there's a PayPal link on that page if you want to give via PayPal. However you support our show, thank you so much for your support. Speaking of gizwiz.tv, that's where you can watch the show live just about every Thursday. We are recording this on a Friday, but anytime that there is a schedule change, it'll be posted at the top of our website. So you can head on over to our website and see the schedule change. And that's where the live stream will be. So if you want to watch along with everybody, please head on over there, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. Join the chat room, chat along with everybody. Have a grand time. And you can also watch all of our previous episodes there on our website, gizwiz.tv. We also have a YouTube channel. We're on Apple Podcasts. We have RSS feeds. We got it all. Speaking of the internet, I don't know what I was speaking of. Speaking of Giz Wiz, head on over to gizwiz.biz, where you can see Dickie D's website, where he writes up articles about all of the gadgets that we talked about on today's show. While you're there, play What the Heck Is It? This is the game show online where you get to guess the gadget. And this is the entire gadget, the whole gadget, not just a piece or a part of it. So I hate to give it away, but this is a competitor to Herkerskirskafers, the plate manufacturers,
Oh, yes.
the China creators of nice plates, Hertzgerfersknerferner. It's the competitors to them.
Yeah.
Nice,
And scroll down. Did I put the
yeah, you did. This
for?
Is the Barbie edition of Mad Magazine.
Yeah, the December issue is
the Alfred. I love that. There's the you got Barbie, you got Ken, you have Alan, which was a big part of the movie, and now we have Alfred. This is
Bobby's stud date, Alfred.
Barbie's dud date. I missed that down there. Barbie's horrible blind
Malibu.
date.
B-O-O. Malibu.
Malibu. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they were very funny.
Oh my God. Is that a Speedo with a banana in it?
I believe it is, yes. Yes. And I love the little clearance tag on it. You know, it's
I know. The
it
sticker.
says cheap. Now it has clearance, $5.99.
That is very funny. Okay, so that's what you're competing for with your guesses. 6 Mad Magazines, that Mad Magazine signed by Dickie D himself. Yeah. For correct answers, 12 Mad Magazines for funny, clever, hilarious, or interesting answers. So get a guess in over at gizwiz.biz. That about wraps it up for our show. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here.